We wouldn't know anything about this were it not for Revolver News, which we would say has done the best reporting on January 6th, but really, for being honest, done virtually the only reporting on elements of January 6th. Totally legitimate questions. Darren Beattie runs Revolver News. We're happy to have him join us tonight. Darren, thanks so much for coming on. So I just want to check two facts really quick. So Ray Epps and the man at the top of the tower commanding the crowd to break the law have not been arrested or charged as far as you know. Is that correct?
That's correct, and it's actually even more remarkable than that. So Ray Epps is the only person in the mountains of video evidence caught dead to rights saying we need to go into the Capitol and following up on his mission the next day. Not only is he not charged, he's not searched, the January 6th committee has not issued him a subpoena, and the latest information on Epps from the FBI is claiming that they don't know he even exists. Scaffold commander, same situation. Unindicted, unsearched, seemingly no interest in him. And there are a cast of other characters who played a decisive role in the very beginning of January 6th, creating the conditions to turn the event from a rally into a riot, cutting fences, removing barriers, inciting the crowd. All of these casts of characters covered in the Revolver.news piece, mountains of video evidence, they're unindicted, and it makes no sense.
Well, you know, it really doesn't make any sense, and I always, because I want to trust everybody, I think most Americans do, I always try to think, well, you know, what's the legitimate explanation for something like this? And I honestly can't think of one. And be as fair as you can. Can you?
I really can't. One could say absolutely gross incompetence. The only problem is Ray Epps was served to the FBI on a silver platter. The FBI included him as one of the 20 most wanted people. They said, please help us identify him. The internet identified him like 2 days later, and the FBI has done nothing. And so it's really, I'm at a loss for an innocent explanation for these discrepancies.
Can you imagine why someone like Liz Cheney, or I'll just be honest, like virtually every Republican leader in the Congress has just ignored this? Why would they not want to get to the bottom of such an obvious and important question?
Well, because what the evidence suggests is arguably one of the biggest scandals in American history. Left alone, January 6th is a big nothing burger. But if it turns out that some of the key instigators and the key figures who played a role in turning this from a rally into a riot are actually informants of the government or even agents of the government, this is extremely damning to the elements of the government, and it completely destroys the false narrative that they're trying to engineer on the basis of this story, which is that Trump supporters are effectively domestic terrorists.
Look, I don't want to believe that that's true, but if it's not true, what's the other answer? And I don't think anyone watching should feel embarrassed to ask those questions or allow anyone to bark you into silence by calling you a conspiracy nut. Okay, so what's the answer then? Darren Beattie, I appreciate reporting on this. It's been really unbelievable. Thank you, and brave.
Thank you so much, Tucker.